Going to the iconic Warner Theater for the Eerie Horror Film Festival. Cool. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Friday night, I just came back from the Eerie Horror Fest. I got a free, both myself and my sister got a free weekend pass from my good friend John Walkowitz, and we're having a good time there. And basically, I want to tell you about the itinerary. This is just from Friday. I plan on going Saturday. Basically, my sister's my guest, so whatever my sister wants to do, we'll do. We'll probably go some Saturday, and then I doubt we'll go Sunday. And I want to tell you about. We got there about 6:30, and what they do, they have like different blocks of movies, including short films, and then they have like a half-hour intermission. And the very first movie we saw was The Trap, and we came in. We missed like half of it, but it is a short film. You get the gist of it, and it was really good. And we saw Monster, which was like an animated, but done with silhouette, shadow, puppets, kind of. That was really good. We saw some of Pimealla Polulla, which is subtitled and was, I think, called In Dark Places. That was really good. And we saw The Man in the Shadows, a feature-length film, which all of these were 10 out of 10. They were fantastic. After that, John Walkowitz introduced me to a whole bunch of people, including Lynn Lowry, who was the star of the next movie we want to see, Model Hunger. I met her, and then after the movie, I was able to tell her what a great job she did. And that was a great movie. Tiffany Shepard was in it, and Tiffany Shepard was supposed to be there too, but she canceled. She had another engagement. But it was a really good movie. That was a 10 out of 10 too. Then we saw Killer Rack, which is about a movie about this girl who gets these big, giant boobs that kill people. And it was awesome. It was a screwball comedy. It was great. Before the movie started, the director, Greg Lamberson, who directed Slime City, came out with and had a bunch of the casting crew, including his own daughter, who had a small part in the movie. And Lloyd Kaufman was in the movie, but he wasn't there. And, they did an introduction stuff, and the movie was great. Lots of laughs. Very silly movie, but very entertaining. That's a 10 out of 10, too. And after the movie, I got to go up to him and tell him what a great job he did, how good the movie was. I told him how much I loved Slime City, too, which I saw back in Fort Detrick, Maryland, a long time ago, back when it was originally on Camp Video. And I remember buying it on DVD, too. And also, we got some other cool stuff. Got this, before I left, I got this one postcard. I got one card. Hopefully, I don't know. My sister has stuff she has to do with my niece. I got this as a tie-in to one of the movies showing tomorrow on Saturday. Last Girl Standing, with a pin right there. And it's supposed to be showing at 3:30 Saturday. Hopefully, we'll be able to see it, but I don't know. It all depends on what my sister has planned. She has stuff playing with her family. And I got some little free newsletter from Action Man Comics. They have toys and stuff. Yeah, and another person I was introduced to Friday night was an independent filmmaker, and he's doing a local independent, doing this movie right here. I handed out a bunch of these, one to me, one to my sister, for this new thing he's doing through Kickstarter. I bought a couple shirts. I bought my sister a white Eerie Horse Fest shirt. And I think my sister was 12. It was more recent, but I got these. Had a bag right here. Eerie Horror Fest, and then they have tie-in with Paranormal State. It's pretty cool. It says, it's not your imagination. And I got these two shirts. Now, these shirts were $5 a piece for me, and my sister's was 12. What I got right here. Eerie Horror Fest 2008. Pretty cool. And the other one is Eerie Horror Fest 2010, but it's pretty cool. These are $5, so I couldn't pass that up. So, I'll let you know what happened Saturday night, and I wanted to once again thank John Walkowitz for being kind enough to help me out, and yeah, I really appreciate it, buddy. All right, on to what happened Saturday night. The fair. I keep saying going back to the fair. I went back to the Eerie Horror Fest myself and my sister. My niece did not because she's not big in the horror genre. And here's the flyer once again. Now, we went in maybe around like 4 o'clock. No, yeah, 4 o'clock. The 3:30 block already started. So we missed the short films, but Last Girl Standing, that's the one we got the free button for, was playing. And we missed some of it, but we caught the basic gist of it. And it was awesome. It was really good. And after that, we got to meet the director of the movie. It was really cool. Well, we got to meet... Well, no, take that back. They had the award ceremony after that. And we went to get some more stuff. We had to work, and I found out the director of the movie was there, and then we got to meet him and say what a great movie it was. And that movie gets a full-on 10 out of 10. After that, we saw Bigfoot the Movie, and that was probably the biggest draw, movie-wise, at even more so than Killer Rack, I think. Bigfoot the Movie had more mass appeal, I guess, even though the one about the killer boobs, but that was real late at night. Bigfoot the Movie probably got the biggest draw, and it was funny as hell. It was really funny. I highly recommend Bigfoot the Movie. That's a full-on 10 out of 10. I got to meet the director after that and shake his hand. So did Jody, my sister, which was awesome. And also during the award ceremony, they had like best director and best film and stuff like that. Best film was Savageland, which we ended up seeing later on. Lynn Lowry's birthday was Thursday, I guess. And we all sang people in the theater sang happy birthday to Lynn Lowry, the actress. So that was really cool. Who I met and starred in the movie Model 100 last night, Friday night. And then we went to see, we went back at 9:30 to see the 2 o'clock, the 2-hour block. And they had 2 teaser trailers, and I don't want to give away too much about those because I might be reviewing, because I'm going to be a film judge for next year, so I don't want to, in case I have to review them, I don't want to give away my review. They started these off out of order a little bit, because usually they have the short films and then they have the full-length movie. First they start off with the full-length movie, Savageland. And Savageland was really cool. It looked like a very realistic documentary, like Dateline NBC, about a serial killer. And then whether he was guilty or innocent, I don't want to give away much more. It was really cool. Full on 10 out of 10. Then we saw Knock Knock. Taylor might like that one. It was a very short, super short film, maybe 5 minutes long. It seemed like a little bit scary, but then it was kind of funny. It was really neat. I assume it was a foreign film. There's no dialogue in it, but it was really cool. That's a full on 10 out of 10. We saw What's Eating Dad, which was really funny and silly. And that was a full on 10 out of 10. And then I saw Devil Makes Work, which was probably the weakest one I saw. Everyone else got a 10 out of 10, but this one was kind of about religion, either good or bad. And they had a bunch of cool imagery, and one guy was talking about you can either be on one side or the other side, and then, well, it was more solid of substance. And then when it ended, people were kind of like scratching their heads, like what? And then it took a while for people to start clapping on that one, but it was really cool, the cool imagery, but it's didn't have enough substance, so I have to give that an 8 out of 10. The weakest film of the series I saw. Then the last film I saw of the night was Room 731, and that was based on true stories about the experimental camp that the Japanese had with Squad 731 that did experiments on people, the prisoners, like the Man Behind the Sun series in the 90s. And that was really good. That was very effective. That gets a 10 out of 10. And that was pretty much the movie we saw. We called it a night. I got a bunch of cool stuff. I want to show you off. I got my sister and we donated some to this animal shelter. I got a cat toy for Maggie. This is the one I got, and this is the one Jody got for her kitty, filled with catnip. They were $1 a piece. That's cat shelter. I got free popcorn. I'll probably review them sometime. I got free short story. I gotta read sometime. Right here, the guy was giving away free short stories. I got some more. I got some more shirts. Not poopy. This is the other one I got for $5. They had the new ones for 15, but then the triple X ones I would usually get sold out. We got Eerie Horror Fest 2009. Isn't that a cool design right there? And I got these two from Cinema Wasteland. These were, two of them were like $37, but these were more pricey than the other one. I'm going to show these off. Now, if you know your Lucio Fulci, you'll know about these. Anything else? Oh, okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. I got. Wait a second. Okay, I got Lucio Fulci's Nightmare Concert. A Cat in the Brain. So you can see like the kitty in there inside the guy's head. Isn't that cool? I love this one. The cool one. That's a classic one that Fulci was in maybe in 1990. I saw that in 91 or 92. And then I got the iconic Fulci one I'm sure all you horror fans are familiar with. And this is Zombie. It says the dead are among us. But usually underneath this one he says we are going to eat you, but it says the dead are among us right there. It's got the guy right there. Isn't that cool? That's what we did at the fair. I did it again at the fair at the Horror Fest, and I had a beer too. They had a bar there serving drinks, so it was cool. And special thanks to my friend John Walkowitz. I got to talk to him again. He's a great guy for hooking me up, and I'll probably be doing more work with the fair coming up. I got something for something called the Splatter. And I had a great time I almost at the fair again, at the Horror Fest. It was awesome. So until next time, special thanks to John Walkowitz. It was a great time. And take care, my Legion. Yeah, right. Yeah, and here's where the vendors are at right here. Well, as soon as you walk in, a great little thing of the Eerie Horror Fest film display. And this is right before they started Killer Rack with all the cast and crew, pretty much, most of them. And here's a little thing before they started Bigfoot the Movie, which was really, really funny and awesome.